What is up, guys? Welcome to what is not a bakkie review, because this is not a bakkie. It is a Hilux. This week I have been reviewing the baddest, the meanest, the biggest, the realest in the Toyota Hilux lineup. This is the Hilux GR-S, and my oh my, this car is an absolute beast. So as always, I'm gonna tell you guys everything that you need to know about this Hilux. But like I said, it's not a bakkie, it is a Hilux. So first things first, I think this car is definitely unmistakable. I mean, compared to the standard Hilux, it looks absolutely mean. So up front, you've got a massive amount of presence. Well, throughout the car, actually, you've got a massive amount of presence. You've got this big Toyota grille up front. You get obviously the widened wheel arches, which look absolutely mean and tough. You get these all-terrain BF Goodrich tires with these really nice looking alloy wheels. The off-road tires, funny enough, they don't make too much of a noise like we have seen in some other off-roaders as well, but these ones are quite comfortable and obviously very fit for purpose for when you do need to go bashing around in the bundus. But you also get uprated suspension, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, I've been taking this car out on gravel roads. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to take it full on off-roading, but for what I have done, it's been absolutely amazing. I mean, I can just imagine how well this Hilux does off-road. So those are some of the improvements that they've made on this GR-S model. There have been a few other GR-S models in the past. This is obviously the latest one. So that's quite nice to see. You get a couple of GR badges around the bakkie, or the Hilux rather, because like I said, this is not a bakkie. And I actually lost count how many of them there are around the car. So there's quite a number of them, just to remind you that this is not the normal one. I mean, even in here in the cabin, if you see over there behind the seat, or on the headrest rather, there is some GR badging. At the back, you get the tailgate, you do get a tonneau cover as well. The load bed is rubberized, so that's quite nice. And in the load bed, you get some lighting over there for when it's dark out. And you also get two 12-volt sockets over there and some tie-down hooks as well, which is quite nice. Moving over inside, the Hilux GR-S is also receives some improvements. So you get the steering wheel with the red center mark, you get paddle shifters, you get GR badging on the steering wheel, and you get these really cool red seat belts, which you might see your girlfriend posting on Instagram. Don't be mad at her. But overall, I think the cabin is quite nice. The seats are probably my favorite feature. These seats are like made of Alcantara and a bit of leather, and they feel absolutely amazing. They feel supportive, and you can really tell that this car is meant for what it's meant to be used for. You know, the bundy bashing, the gravel roads, off-roading, and these seats are really supportive, like extremely supportive. They feel so good, and obviously the driver's seat is electrically adjustable, so that's quite nice as well. Apart from those few things, it is still pretty much a Hilux. There aren't many other things that have been improved, so you still get the analog dials. They are different slightly, just very slightly. You still get the infotainment system, which we have seen in the last couple of years. You get the JBL speakers on top of the dashboard. The sound system does sound pretty good, I must say. So that's quite cool. And then obviously you get dual zone climate control, which is nice. The back seats are pretty much the back seats. You also get leather and Alcantara seats back there. Legroom and all that stuff is pretty decent. It's what you would expect from a bakkie, so that's quite cool. But of course, being the Hilux GR-S, what's really interesting is what's under the bonnet and under the skin of this car. So under the bonnet up front, you get a 2.8 liter turbo diesel, the same one that we have seen in a lot of the Fortuners and the Hiluxes, but in this application it has been uprated, so it produces 165 kilowatts in here and 550 newton meters of torque. So that's a 15 kilowatts and 50 newton meter improvement over the other models, and I think you really do feel it. You really do feel it. So in the center console you've got two buttons, eco and power, and once you pop it into power, which is like the sport mode, it really does go. I mean, if I pop it in there now and I just downshift, yeah, it goes, it really does go. So that is really quite nice to see that you do have that extra power. And I mean, it's something that I do need to thank Toyota for, because some other bakkies from other manufacturers, which I won't mention, who have given their bakkies a meaner stance and a bigger body pack and so forth, they haven't changed or touched the engine one bit. And I feel like it is a bit of a missed opportunity, because if you're gonna add weight, if you're gonna market this as this mean off-roader, this rough and tough kind of off-roader, but you're not changing the power outputs, it kind of does seem a bit weird. So I really do have to thank Toyota for that. Job well done, Toyota. So as I mentioned earlier as well, you get upgraded suspension, you get obviously the improved BF Goodrich all-terrain tires, and oh my goodness, it really does the job. Like, those really do the job so well. Like I said, I can just imagine how well this off-roads, but on gravel roads and that sort of thing, it's been just a peach, like absolutely tremendous. And Toyota just has it right. I can totally understand why Toyota is loved so much, and the fact that you're getting all of this in a package that will basically never break down, to me is just pretty amazing. And it's actually mind-boggling that their products are so good, and especially those Hilux. I mean, driving it around, even seeing other GR-S's on the road, it just looks so mean. It's got this really amazing stance and presence, and it just sets itself apart, like, quite simply. It really just does. So for an asking price of R1 million, I honestly do think that is well justified. Like, quite honestly, I mean, you're getting obviously all this suspension and all these tweaks to the engine, because as I mentioned, this car is obviously an off-roader. It's meant to perform really well, and it does just that. And I think for R1 million, you're not really necessarily looking for a luxurious or premium bakkie, but instead you're looking here for something that will go the extra mile. It will go anywhere. It will handle everything that you tackle. I mean, this is no pavement queen. This is meant to get down and dirty, and that's what I love and appreciate about this GR-S. So I think for R1 million, it really does make itself well justified. Obviously, some of those nitty-gritties that I mentioned, like the infotainment system, which is as old as I don't know what, and just some of the other things in the cabin which could be improved. But then again, like I said, you're buying reliability here, so obviously it would be nice to have some improvements, but alas, this is what we have. Just gotta deal with it, I guess. So from a cost of ownership perspective, this is how much it'll cost you to pay off this vehicle if you finance it on a monthly basis, and this is how much it'll cost you to insure it with Naked. The nice thing is that you can get a quote instantly in about 90 seconds. So let me know in the comments, if you were to insure the car that you're currently driving, how much it would cost you, and I'm pretty sure you might save a couple of $100. So check out Naked via the link in my bio. But to conclude, I've absolutely loved this Hilux GR-S. I can't stop saying their tagline, which is, it's not a bakkie, it's a Hilux. I mean, that is so cool. But anyway, that is it from me and this GR-S. As I said, I've absolutely loved it, and I hope you guys have too. Let me know what your thoughts are of this bakkie in the comments below. Let me know, for R1 million, would you buy one of these, or where would you spend your money? Let me know down below. But anyway, that's it from me and this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Catch you guys soon. Cheers.